Well, as places slowly start to open and Americans return to some version of the hustle and bustle of before, there is one group of small business owners who are ready for the chaos of the fast-paced world: street vendors. Alex Presha caught up with some of them, the majority of whom are immigrants, to discuss what the last 13 months have been like for them.
Walk through a row of street vendors. It can quickly tell you just how diverse a neighborhood is.
$4 por $5.
The abuela selling taquitos.
Pechuga de pollo.
The local sharing his cents.
It's nothing like working for yourself. I can say that first and foremost. This is what I love to do.
A painter from the Ivory Coast peddling his artwork.
Sharif, where do you find inspiration?
I love this question. Inspiration is everywhere. I see inspiration in you, Alex. I see inspiration in the cameraman. I see inspiration everywhere.
Hustling to get their hands on the American dream while being a part of the nation's tapestry.
This isn't your typical art gallery.
That's right. Yeah, that's my art gallery because I thought my art is l'art dans la rue avec mes amis. Art on street with my friend. If I put my art in a gallery, the poor people won't see it.
Immigrants' arts, like the work of Sharif Mamadou, come with different colors and backgrounds.
Get the taco.
They all share one theme: survival. Columbia Heights neighborhood of Washington, D.C. is ground zero for the vendor community. It also has one of the highest rates of COVID in the city.
Can you walk me through some of the challenges that it's presented?
The challenges is I can approach people the way I usually approach people.
And here in D.C., the coronavirus infection rates among Latinos are far outpacing the overall population, nearly 7 times higher than the rate among whites.
Pesado demasiado. He trabajado noche y día para mantener y sobrevivir mis hijos, gracias a mi Dios.
Like clockwork, a hungry drove of loyal regulars craving fresh-cut mangoes forms around Maria's cart. Their conversations periodically interrupted by loud metro buses.
Hay mango y sandía.
Around here, Maria's known as the abuela of Columbia Heights. She says the once lively streets have become akin to a ghost town.
Es importante este trabajo porque con esto he sobrevivido. Porque inventé yo, dije yo, Dios mío, ¿cómo hago para sobrevivir? Vaya más.
This is back-breaking work, just to make ends meet. Through cold, dark mornings and hot summer months, they stay up all night and wake up at the crack of dawn to nourish the neighborhood. The journey is still harder for undocumented immigrants like Hector.
Estados Unidos también es una nación de oportunidades y que inmigrantes como yo que vengo de allá de Latinoamérica, venimos con un objetivo de echar adelante, de ayudar a nuestros padres, a nuestra familia. Y siempre tuvimos la esperanza de llegar un día a Norteamérica y aquí estamos.
He's just one of many workers in this informal economy who are especially vulnerable. Without a Social Security card, Hector is ineligible for federal programs like the Paycheck Protection Program for businesses or individual stimulus checks.
Street vendors are the smallest businesses you can find in New York City. The real picture of what American dream should look like.
Mohammed Atia represents the food cart workers in New York City through the Urban Justice Center's Street Vendor Project.
If you are one of those businesses that are, pushing forward during the pandemic, how do you stay afloat?
That's the problem. A lot of people had to work only a few days a week, not the whole days that it used to be. A lot of people had to let some workers and partners go. A lot of people even start looking for other jobs just because vending wasn't really helpful to them anymore.
The group lobbies for nearly 20,000 mostly immigrant vendors who sell food, clothes, and just about everything else in New York. But the pandemic has battered small businesses in the city, and among those struggling are the vendors that have lost their number one commodity, foot traffic.
Here today because it's been more than 300 days with $0 in government support.
The Street Vendors Project is calling for emergency relief for all workers. So Morgan Stanley and the Robin Hood Foundation have partnered with the Street Vendors Project to distribute more than $2 million to thousands of vendors in New York. And with cities like D.C. emerging from pandemic lockdowns, street vending will play a critical role in getting America going again.
How has this little community, I guess, evolved during this pandemic?
Everybody needs something. There's no job. Voila, they got to survive. So everybody starts coming, setting their table.
Alex Presha, ABC News, Washington.
Hi everyone, George Stephanopoulos here. Thanks for checking out the ABC News YouTube channel. If you'd like to get more videos, show highlights, and watch live event coverage, click on the right over here to subscribe to our channel, and don't forget to download the ABC News app for breaking news alerts. Thanks for watching.